Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Remember all the words that you said. Even if the love was hurting, I'll be yours. I'll be yours again. I can feel the fire's burning. Give me more.
You're here!
Is something wrong?
Monsieur Diviértete and Lady Furina, they...
'Cause I can never get enough. And tell me what you feel, my love.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for it. It is not my intent. Look at this.
You mean... there are...
We did not arrive in time to avert this. I will say this once more. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some...
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that.
So tell me
But you found them in some ancient...
That's correct.
The prophet...
The second of these...
I don't.
I'll ask you my deciphering...
All gods don't have the same secret. I understand your concern.
Forgive me for saying this now, lady. There are several... This is not strained. You have never been as...
Well, since you know... There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix. Just trust in me. That's all I have to say. We do not... Oh!
Did Furina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her.
I assume you've been outside for a...
Oh!
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the... Everyone in her... We may have to... Normally, people...
Wait,
We will need to consider... If at all possible. This may be cruel to her. But who will lend us their aid to...
well, that's... Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in...
And here you are, drinking...
That's what family...
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a...
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about...
Me?
How about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. What?
That was a little long-winded.
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut as for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series...
Oh, how
Well, it's just an expression, really.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a...
I see.
He is glad that you can...
In that case, do any of you have experience? Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were...
I'm afraid not, though that was their name. Today, a trap. So,
If for me, I would prefer our line of work requires a...
You use some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson.
Yes, and I even managed to gather...
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strongest.
and I can be their assistant with discretion, I'm sure.
I I remember that you...
I did.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I feel...
That makes sense. But I do have... If we were to create a... Kind as if we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey.
Wait, why is that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert.
So, are we going hunting?
We have
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put... But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god. Being whose seat is an exalted...
Oh, so that's what...
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremley was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked... it's hard to say. After all, you're the most reliable person in the world. Did you just poison... Paimon's never seen that...
Don't be frightened. Aw.
Hey,
You're feeling lost now. The prophecy.
what?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Just as prophets are the things that...
What?
I believe that you understand ultimately.
The voice. Alright. Hey, it's you.
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively band. Fine, just not all of...
Did she have...
Why, yes. I'm in full support.
That's right!
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed, huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even...
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary, but
Oh.
their abilities are...
Well, it's not like...
Yes, sure. Perhaps it is... Traveler.
Oh, we're...
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has... But even so, perhaps that's what N was trying to tell... I did originally.
You do have a point.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. It was worth trying, I suppose, that...
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
remember the words you told me, love me to the day I die.
What?
Surrender my everything, cause you made me believe you're mine. Yeah, you used to call me baby, now you're calling me by name. Takes one to know one, yeah, you beat me at my own damn game. You pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I give it, you take. Young blood, say you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of the time, yeah. Young blood, say you want me, back in your life, so I'm just a dead man calling tonight. Cause I need it, yeah, I need it, all of the time, yeah. Lately our conversations end like it's the last goodbye. Yeah, one of us gets too drunk and calls about 100 times. So who you been calling, baby? Nobody could take my place. When you're looking at those strangers, hope to God you see my face. Young blood, say you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a damn man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of the time, yeah. Young blood, say you want me, back in your life, so I'm just a damn man calling tonight. Cause I need it, yeah, I need it, all of the time, yeah. You pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I give it, you take. You're running, I'm running away from you. From you. Yo, say you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But
My
you
names are
need
written in this newspaper. What's going on? Let Paimon see. The underwater, my recent attempt thus did it. So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, journalist Charlotte took so many. She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress. Seriously?
young blood.
We're here! Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat? Edition, only 16 slices a day cake! It was so delicious the last time we... One slice of cake, please. Someone showed up after... Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait, did he really...
That's right.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily...
Then what if someone...
But why would it close?
Well...
Oh, the prof? No, it's the same.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have... These 2 slices are for you.
Oh, you know C-Train?
I sure do. She said that you... I've got something else to do, so I'll...
And there she goes. All right, let's dig in. It's more delicious. Sure would be nice if we could always eat good. for Charlotte and have a chat.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon!
Ha! You got some nerve!
Oh, you needn't worry. It's all right, though.
Really? Oh, you're the...
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were...
Oh, Paimon knows you're not...
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden?
When Mona mentioned you, we thought if...
I see. It seems you... So she mentioned...
She said that you're...
Nice. In which case, can this...
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deep.
Yeah. Are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. I'll need a...
Oh, in that case...
Oh, so that's a yes? Splendid! Ooh, so much...
Wait, Charlotte. Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that? If you're serious, from what I've seen, so in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed, and then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write, I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda... Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking... But all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow. Where would we go and what would we do? No, Paimon should ask.
When we fell apart, 'cause we both know that love lasts forever. They say we're too young to get ourselves sprung.
We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either with a... You mean, still traveling? But it's still better than the Fortress of Merópide, that's for sure. Not a...
So the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Yes, in fact...
A riot?
Well, that Lady Furina loudly accusing him, and before she could respond, the crowd continued to grow and protest against...
So people have started to put the blame on Furina.
I agree. People will naturally rely on God.
So what happened after that? It's Furina...
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control, and that further, the Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining...
So, you mean she...
That's right. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god. Good. Monsieur Neuvillette...
Don't worry, this is more than enough to go on.
Is that so? Well, all right then. In that case, you two...
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. Furina. She won't. And when Neuvillette was talking to her in the Palais, it would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public. Paimon thinks Furina's probably taken the opportunity. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the announcement. In that case, there's not a moment. This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Furina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible. That's Furina, right over there. She really is here.
What was that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but what can I even do? Who's that?
Don't worry. Furina.
Who'd they even dare? Oh, and I'm sure Neuvillette knows.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Furina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? That's...
Furina just ran off! Quick, we have to catch up with her!
Ayy, couple Rex, ayy, couple Grammys on them, couple Plex, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, throw it back, ayy, and this one is for the champions. I ain't lost since I began, yeah. Funny how you said it was the end, yeah.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Furina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them come.
What is this place?
Hurry, they're almost here!
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted. Lead the way. No, I mean, I merely gave in to the you were right.
Yep, that's a good girl.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Yeah. A quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It can't be.
Well, there's no need to worry.
Yeah, but the people... It's true. I've been investigating. I once had informants all over Teyvat, searching for clues and feeding, and I've tried but all my efforts proved to be futile. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way. Give up. Indeed. Fate. But just now, it all, as long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not... Don't worry. I will... Well, that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, that one don't take any of...
Come on!
share. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone. A witness. And if to that...
Like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships,
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance. Now, without...
So, do not forget, however, that I am Focalors, the god of...
May I interpret these words as your refute? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor.
You would draw your blade against a god? I see. It seems like you have made up your...
I can't believe it.
What the heck is going on?
Wow.
Lady Furina, what is...
It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding.
Looking for excuses again.
I raised my hands just now. I will admit I'm sorry, everyone. You are not the only one. But now, I, Furina, will use this trial to show the world this time. Applaud and rejoice. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine!
Woohoo! Now we're making history! Why does it feel like Furina just took over the whole thing? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic...
All right, then. Who?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that so? Very well. Also, please allow me to ask a final question before the trial begins. Just how much work did you do?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina. Navia, most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning, they changed into plain clothes. The people's resentment, moreover, according to... So, we arranged... So, you mean...
And their goal was to force you to step...
That's right. That house...
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson was an art. My thanks, Furina. Of course, this performance was only made... We had to select a location, construct a giant...
So, in other words, the...
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Then, you gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, all so that as soon as I appeared on the...
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Florand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most... As for you, traveler, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage. Oh?
All the things that you need, you can make it feel so real. 'Cause you can't deny, you've blown my mind. When I touch your body, I feel I'm losing control. 'Cause you
It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial.
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass. This is a document that Miss...
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's... Oh, let Paimon see. Wait, so in other words, we can refer to this anthology. Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duel you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right. I didn't think that this is the first time of the two. The Fortress of Mir. According to Monsieur, I nearly lost my awesome. The words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only...
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Neuvillette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese.
Since last week, just like we always talked about. 'Cause you were so excited for me to find the
Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution of course. It is only natural for humans to...
That's true, but my charge here is unrelated to your instead. I would like to charge...
Wait, what was that? Lady Furina's a fraud?
Hey. Charge accepted. Lady Furina. Lady Furina.
I plead not. There is no way that I, Focalors, otherwise known as Furina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine...
Yeah, even though Lady Furina can be rather eccentric.
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Furina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling there. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you...
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? You have to not only refute Furina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
Well, I tried to give you the... And if I was not the Archon...
That doesn't sound... First of all, you made...
Who gave you that idea?
A curse, but in light of this...
Never sensed it too.
Lady Furina, well,
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a human being?
All the things inside my mind, oh, you will stay together. I try to push, try to part, try to break us from the start, but I'll be yours forever. Oh, I will follow you through the dark, through it all. There's nothing that can do. And you said, 'cause if tomorrow brings something good, tonight I'll do it all for love. I'll do it all for love. If you want it, I know I can. Tonight I'll do it all for love. I'll do it all for love.
Besides, for centuries, one need only to turn their eyes to...
That doesn't sound... You tried...
Didn't I make myself clear at the time?
Lady Furina, I believe a remind while the court, you will prove your... That was no...
So, you neither knew why, instead of having...
The real Hydro Archon. It is true that the oratories handed out that you can't...
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses.
My power.
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection.
You don't need to.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archon thus did...
Isn't that...
Seems like nobody's buying Furina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone! I'm still the same, please.
If what the
Did she deceive all... Enough! That's enough. Tell me then, if you have...
Wow. That doesn't... It has been established.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use...
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney.
I'm super sorry. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson, including the... So, we are to believe that you are indeed... If you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you, I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of it.
Navia from the Spina di Rosula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many...
If Lady Furina's...
Lady Furina.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word.
What's going on? Is she
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Furina.
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! Will you believe me now?
Miss Siegewin, if you are present, Miss...
Siegewin?
Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds.
Please announce the
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Furina, she was experienced...
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Furina, you may return to...
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved. Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare... However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not... We don't want anyone else to lose their...
Yeah, so out of regard for Furina's life, you secured a local... It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Furina could have...
I can't believe... You... Listen to me, everyone. Please don't think about it. Also... Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your...
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Furina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
stacked against her now.
Change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Yeah, you.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Furina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Furina is guilty. We shall now turn to the... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
No.
Isn't that correct?
However, to be punished via...
That's actually one of the available sentences.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court. And it's...
Furina's been sentenced to death by the...
This outcome is indeed quite strange. Is this sentence real?
Yeah! Even Focalors wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind behind this...
Indeed. Not only it, but now...
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still...
Fremine! You finally made it.
Mm-hmm. Any mission, Father.
Is that the... So the knave privately arranged for
I looked everywhere, but has the trial already concluded? Then...
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to... Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other...
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
I believe I have now made sense.
Huh? So when you say Hydra...
In truth, however, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
Okay, let's try to... Does that mean that Fontanians are the second stone slate? This must be the point when the third slate shows the Hydra Archon sinking into this... Well, the fourth slate is the... They didn't believe that such a creep...
We know from the end the first this.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through.
Perhaps what is about the truth and the original.
It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time.
It's not a stop.
But after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one.
A prophecy from the fortress of Merópide. If we had...
They'll dissolve into the primordials. The Hydro Archon was set to... Navia fell into the water inside the eruption of the primordials. The stone slate's content can...
Let's hear them.
Incredible.
Weird. All for the evidence. Oh, and according...
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the... That could also...
The Hydro Archon...
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archons...
Yeah! So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been... In the end, did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slate when we were at the ruin, now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make enough... I believe I should share this truth not only with your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontanians. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings. Wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind. However, not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by she poured. But if Fontanians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies... Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing. Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her...
This really might be too much information for your regular...
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. A key point of the visual, they have not been dissolved. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, therefore, the meaning of that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the core. Yes.
I think I'm... In truth...
What should we do? If that's the case...
Traveler, I would like to point out another about the fourth slate. However, as for the root cause of the catastrophe... This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We...
It was both dream...
If we're talking about a truth...
The truth, the original...
Now I'm at a payphone.
So we've met it at last. I understand that whale, it has been greedily, and once it is finished...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created...
Precisely. That, therefore, when it left the primordial sea...
We just...
That is correct, from the way he looked. He must have been fighting...
That battle maniac. Anyway,
It is too late. It had already absorbed, even if the entirety...
We've already done everything. We've come.
Indeed. That's not...
I'll fight it to the end.
so the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Yes. Just as prophecy. Ultimately.
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Furina! No, I still need answers.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face.
You are not Furina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment.
Focalors.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. The heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principle.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Thought one was not amused. In fact, she knew full well that the and as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principle. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I had to outwit. I'm a genius, I know. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a...
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as not the me you see before. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess. But in my eyes, Furina's humanity humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human. Anyway, it's all part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the fine? In order that under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalors' divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor would instead. She was I suppose now you probably understand.
But Furina is only... Even though she has had a long...
It has indeed. And it's been 5, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely.
Who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my... All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with... I am the... Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. My apologies. Dissipate. Rest and rebuild! Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Allow me! Whirling snow! Our bond is strong. Hold the line. My apologies. Propagate.
You live in the dark, but I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only hesitant. If you're in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me up by your name, I'll be on the way. Call me by your name and tell me you love me inside it. Call me by your name. I do not care if you're lying when you want me. Call me, I'll drop everything. Don't need your name, cause I don't have to say it. Fuck it, let's ride.
Furina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid.
Wait a moment. You're near me?
Mirror you, huh?
Mirror me.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people will all...
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What? But doesn't that...
I will tell you.
As for that, if there were
I suppose this... Don't worry.
play as...
That's right. If you can keep...
But how will...
Don't worry. Being a human yourself, remember...
I'm still not... So...
To accomplish that...
A trial.
So tell me what you feel, my love, 'cause I can never get enough. And tell me what you feel, my love. Yeah, I could never leave 'cause I'm needing feeling. Let me feel your love.
What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest. Ladies, and I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, in truth, I know little as the god Focalors, the god once again. This, I thought I might stand...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between...
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison back puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Right. Calm down, Furina. Assertive. Now, I was wondering if some week you may consider... Now then!
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were in...
Personality. It's quite shocking. Such a fascinating and full deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be right after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow... My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be walked. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role they want me to play. The scales of may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires. There is no trouble in this world that just so long as
Lady Furina, here.
Besides, a magnet.
That's true,
No need for fright. And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now.
Lady Furina.
No need. All right.
His.
Lady Furina.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did all manner of signs indicate. Really? But it's good to maybe this is fun.
Lady Furina, here are the new trial reports for the latest case.
Well...
Lady Furina, I've waited.
Indeed, my...
Lady Furina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me in... I feel other things.
Lady Furina, I've heard that before. Are you
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god. So, hundreds of I never have I want to die. All I can do is keep on.
Furina, you don't, although I don't know.
Sure, that's impossible.
But even if your birth just
Shit, a witness. And if to that, she's right. But if things don't, no, Furina, you should. But Furina, is it such if you let this opportunity think about it long and hard? No, all you need to do, dear spectator, is to...
Fine.
So even Furina doesn't know?
Yes, she did very well. If she had let her resolve fall, it seems that trusting human...
I believe that I am... How would you build...
Ah, good. Of course, the Eudex of Fontaine has pimped... I'm sure you've long...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Linny did mention that he heard a... It now seemed...
And then I became one with the Oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes. Alas, you're... In truth, it is no... Oh, you... I mean, to choose my work over these last 500 years has been... But really, some have... The vast majority has been... Had to be... accumulated.
It was all...
Indeed. This power accrued over 5 centuries, but...
So the Oratrice is... the destruction of that divine throne.
Returning what's... In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the High...
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And
all you've done for...
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my rights, Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And I, speaking of justice, I have always believed that just so, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of in other words, defying the prophecy at this point, Iudex Neuvillette.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, at last, in the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of you are things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection?
But since we're all still...
It's time to end it. I have gained the strength. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come. Size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless I can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share my part of the ancient treasure. I shall look for an opening together. I can feel its sorrow turn into hostility. Resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its roots from within.
My apologies! Sakura Swirl! Whirling Snow! Our bond is strong!
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but it was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into
that power.
It's just that it was the impression that she was...
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. So you may speak to me as equals.
I have to agree. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. All in all, it...
Miss...
The point...
Well, being that this pet... So what sort of person is your
Oh, right. So his name is Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So Master is insufficiently famous.
The foul?
Still not...
Ooh! That one we've heard! Ryan Doctor's part of the head...
Oh. So you do... But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is...
Wait!
Actually, never mind that. That the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet steeped. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface, in other words, the prophecy that you've been...
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Furina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
Receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
state the value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable fall. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navi... And that's exactly why...
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several...
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's...
Oh, it's you.
Hey, I'm here to update myself on how things are going here.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garun Snedge. Our residents are hard at work.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours, but if you don't mind...
I get where you're coming from. Keep it as simple.
That would be fine.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials.
Huh? You're here too, Clark?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Furina.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision-maker.
Wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know...
Forget it. I'm sure you can
I see you're...
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake...
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone...
How did it go? Was it a good shot?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the also, not to brag.
Wow.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Merópide.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too.
That's a...
In truth, Monsieur I told him that it was best...
You're right.
Stay safe now.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Dude! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to...
No need to thank me. But
Of course.
all right then, this way.
Hey, no,
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want...
Sir, please don't.
but it...
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually... The boat they brought about... Still, if a pass... Looks like...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in...
Really? Then in that case...
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up?
Ah, see...
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Sure. Huh?
Oh, sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone...
Other than that flying ship, I got a tad too much.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through.
You're too kind, sir.
I see.
He sure did win them.
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems...
Oh, actually...
What change can there be as to what Miss Furina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed? We'll leave those to the...
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? All right. Last stop, the docks.
So this is a day in the life of a traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
A blade embraces its duty.
Navia mentioned that she stayed at...
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget?
It's a wondrous bag that can be...
Trick a friend.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact?
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Para.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out.
Lynette, could you come
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to... Father says that you...
That's alright.
Oh, I guess you... After Lady Furina left.
A diplomatic gift?
Yes, I was quite... It could have been done as an apology for the... Furthermore... I would agree.
So there's...
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? I didn't think he'd... But back to the topic. The gnosis was given...
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you know?
Are you going to take the gnosis?
That is our duty as harbingers. Don't be too preoccupied. Switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision?
And that's a wrap for me. Huh?
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. I guess this must be... All right, then.
Well, guess we said Charlotte, huh? Shall we go see what Neuvillette's doing?
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a...
Aw, perfect! Alright, let's have it. So that's what happened? Focalors destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a... But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontaine.
For me, the authority of the ancient Fontanians were inked, but so long as though... In other words, when I...
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Yeah!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case, but whether it be by... As for the judgment passed by the... Whether it was due to...
Guess Focalor had... hang on a sec. Back when Fontanian...
Life has always flowed like...
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain...
In truth, even though those Oceanid...
Paimon...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about...
Ah, Lady Furina. I related Focalor. She simply said that... Having said that, she then You need not worry. In truth, I am somewhat... But now that she knows...
What about you then?
After Focalor, this matter will die...
Looks like you're still...
As an elemental as such, before I attend to my... Additionally, the Hydro Archon...
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith and fleet, but the various...
As I am now.
Wow. This ancient dragon...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right!
Leaving aside their intent, this sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least the Oratrice has ceased to function. As such, it is lost. If the Fatui have
What complicated considering...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. You will soon be heading to... I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide. As far as I'm aware...
A nation of dragons?
No, I suspect that I would not find... Unlike ancient dragons, such as my... Nathlon is also the... There is one other piece of information I got. The Harbinger known as the Captain has... I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before... Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on. When we spoke to Linny earlier, we guessed that there might be some reason for it to only...
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are... So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on.
What next?
I can finally catch the scent of your It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons. But with something very similar to a god's... I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what...
You should have the...
Remains?
Huh.
Well, that much is true. But I fear I have never heard...
I've been training with my master. It is only natural for those who are greater than human. Regardless, to live in itself is a blessing.
What do you mean?
No need to fret.
This third descender you refer...
Master, if you're interested, though, I could...
Next time, you believe...
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own.
That's what she...
The remains of... So that's what...
All the same,
And she said that...
If she speaks the truth... I guess that you might already be... That means that the no-see...
No, let's not comparing the traveler to the dead. That's what you say, but... What's child...
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses.
Whatever.
Yes. All of Focalors have...
But... She said...
suppose that would be the mystery of a... I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wished life flows like... And what ultimately